Diligence in studying something doesn't necessarily bring in money. There were few clients, and consequently, little money. One winter day, I was returning from school. I passed through a small market where they sold stationery, textbooks, books, all kinds of antiques, illegal discs, and cheap electronics. Among all this, somewhere in the center, stood a shop with mystical goods. It was quite spacious. A long cabinet filled with colorful books occupied most of it. At the entrance, surrounded by tables, was a cellar, and on the tables themselves were racks with necklaces, rings, amulets, stones, runes, and tarot cards couldn't be without them. It was specifically for them, at my mother's request, that I came. Surprisingly, even to myself, I agreed to this. Apparently, the skeptic in me was tired of resisting and finally subsided. And to be honest, amidst all this astrology, there was something intriguing. Sometimes hits were accurate. I didn't choose the cards. My mother asked for the most basic deck of weight. And so it began. Before buying, she studied the entire history of these cards for a long time, read their meanings, made notes, and kept them at hand. She read instructions and did spreads for her friends. And she predicted something to them that caused her client circle to start growing at a fairly serious rate. Rumors began to spread, people talked, and soon she started receiving calls from people from other cities, from other regions of the country, and later even from other countries. She communicated with people only over the phone, saying that, apart from their voice, she didn't need anything from them. However, she constantly doubted herself, as she later said, and felt that she wanted to tell people more, but was afraid she might say something wrong. After all, it's a huge responsibility to tell people about their future. However, at some point, she decided and simply stopped using the card instructions. She stopped reading the meanings embedded in them by the author and written in books, and she began to work so effectively that it's hard to imagine. She didn't need instructions. She saw differently. Look at how the tarot card, the Tower. Right now, Google it. Imagine you're on the line with a client and you pull out this card from the deck. What would you tell the person about their fate based on this card? Think about it. A falling crown, lightning, fire, falling people. Quite obvious. Collapse, defeat. Could you tell someone based on this card that their water heater will explode if they don't call a repairman to fix it? I can vaguely imagine the reaction of someone hearing this over the phone from some unknown woman from an unknown place.